The Adventures of Villar is a Greek film. Now, as for the release of this film, there's two different years, and 1924 and 1927. Now, I'm going to go with the 1927, and the reason for that has to do with a particular scene in the movie. And because I did some research on it, there's a scene with a Dixieland band. And as it turns out, in the 20s, um, it was Dixieland music was very popular. And there were Dixieland bands that would travel and tour. And this particular band in the movie was there in 1927. So, yeah, there were people who have researched this movie and have found out who the members of the band were, their names, everything, and turns out that they were in Greece in 1927. Now, it could also happen that they were there a second time, and that production was delayed on this movie, that it was originally supposed to be released in 1924, and because production began in 1924, and things happen. Yeah. So now Villar is a character that was created by a famous comedian in Greece. I'm not going to try and say his name because I know I will butcher it and I don't want to do that. But I will have his information, what little I could find of him. I'll put that in the description box, of course. This particular film was the first. There was also another one in a Villar series called, oh, actually, this was the second one. I'm sorry. The first one was titled Villar at the Woman's Baths in Phalarope. Now, these films inspired uh, other Greek films and everything, but Villar is actually a character that is like a Greek Charlie Chaplin. I got a hint of Buster Keaton as well, especially with the car chase scenes and everything. Um, Now, like with the one thing that I want to point out with the jazz band uh, scenes that actually uh, they were the first African American jazz performers to appear in an international film in Greece. Um, so, an international film set in Greece. I'm sure I don't have to explain that, but this is also a film, the first film that showed the ruins. It was filmed on location in Athens, and it showed the ruins and everything, which beautiful landmarks. They always blow me away. I hope to go there someday. Now, the actual story of Villar, he, he works at a dry cleaner because of his friend Zaza and uh, his lady friend Zaza. So they both work there, and he he needs to find this apartment. He ends up He's in this. You see him at this barn where these cows are and everything, and and then as he's on his way to work, he bumps into this lovely lady and decides to spend the day with her uh, to to tour the city. She's, I believe, an American tourist, and just showing her around the city of Athens, and they see the Greek ruins. the temple of Zeus and the Acropolis, and again, very beautiful shots of these places. And and then they go out to lunch, and that's where you see the Dixieland uh, scene. These gentlemen, uh, there's a gentleman who's like tap dancing and everything, and I actually enjoyed that scene very much, and but then he has to Villar has to go back to work, and it just causes a whole bunch of chaos and everything. Everywhere he goes, just bunches of chaos. And so now one thing that I do want to address is because I was seeing where people were saying that this film is racist. It's not racist. The they're and I know that they're talking about that scene with the Dixieland. They are actual musicians. This is there's no blackface here. Now I have critiqued uh, uh, films in the past that there is that element, but no, these they were on tour. And this was very popular in the this was a music style that was very popular in the 20s. So it was just something that was going on during that time. So no, there's nothing like that is going on here. And they were very this particular band was lucky enough to get into this Greek film, and it's uh, they were the first in an international film in Greece. So that's really cool. Don't take that away from them. No, don't do that. So anyway, this is The Adventures of Villar. Some say that it was released in 1924. I'm going to go with 1927, but either or, and you can correct me, of course, I have no problem with that. And this is a film series that started off, that inspired countless other Greek films.